Hello everyone and welcome back to the Villain Master channel. I'm your Villain Master, especially today with our Villain Master attire because today is an unknown villains episode for the villain from the DC universe known as the Flamingo. The Flamingo rather, if you don't want to do an accent. Today we'll be going into his secret enemy, his backstory, and his powers. Alright, once upon a time there was a man by the name of Eduardo Flamingo. He was hired by the enforcers to hunt down people. However, he was captured by these people and gone under brain surgery, where they made it so that he felt no emotion whatsoever. He became a hitman, brandishing the name the Flamingo. He also had another secret identity in the comics known as the Eater of Faces. We will get to why he was called that in his powers. However, another thing that I like to add to this secret identity part of the video is how he looks. Now, if I move over here, you can see that right here is how he looks. You can see his pink suit, which he classically wears. Majority of his outfit is pink, including his motorcycle, which is not in this picture, as well as his pink hair and his white whip, as well as his pink gun. Boom! The first time we see the Flamingo is in Batman 666, made by Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert. However, the more important rendition is in the Prime Earth series, made by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Now, as I said in the last part, he was brainwashed into becoming a hitman, brandishing the name Flamingo. He has almost killed the Red Hood by, like, breaking his spine, basically. And he has done a lot of other bad things, which again will be mentioned in his powers. And be prepared for it to get a little bit gross. Alright, so now into the powers. Now the thing with the websites that I use, like DC Fandom and all of that jazz, is that they like to put hand-to-hand combat as well as good with a whip, good with a gun, and a bunch of other things as powers, necessarily, which they aren't. They're more or less abilities. However, the most notable thing that is actually a superpower, at least in our real world, is knowing how to drive, especially a motorcycle. There are a lot of motorcycle crashes, especially in the US. However, that's not the most important superpower that this guy has. Now, if you remember back when we started the series with our Killer Moth, and how he had those weird powers that were like spitting goo from his mouth, and how he had the idea that he was going to be the anti-Batman when there's already a Man-Bat for that? Well, it's kind of a similarity between a lot of villains and heroes that me and Hero Master have looked at. The thing is, comics are weird, and they can be. They have free ability to, it's just you can't read any of them on Comixology anymore because of stupid Amazon. If you want to know what I'm talking about, click the video in the card. Anyway, the power that I'm of course talking about that this guy has is why he was called the Eater of Faces, which is cannibalism. You heard me right, cannibalism. The reason that he wears pink is he wants to know people, he wants people to know that he is about to kill them, or rather, eat them. For he starts at the face and eats the entire body after he has already killed them. So, that's not great. But anyway, that is it for this Unknown Villains episode. I hope you liked the Flamingo, and if you want to learn more about the Flamingo, you can click the links in the description that I used for my research. I have been your Villain Master, and until next time, have a villainous night!